Hi everybody, it's Miss Z, and today I'm going to show you about custom favicons for your website and how to create them. I've opened up a whole bunch of tabs here in my browser of different websites. Can you tell which website is which just by looking at this tiny little picture? We've got Pandora, Sony, Google, SoundCloud, Boulder Valley School District, NPR, ESPN, Twitter, Facebook, CBS, Netflix, iFunny, Steam, and Minecraft. This one is my website, and I have a little custom favicon in the shape of a Z, so that if you have a million tabs open, like sometimes you might, it's easy to go and get to the exact website that you want, even though they might be so small now that you can't have the writing anymore. So if I wanted to turn off the music, I've got Pandora playing. I know it's this one because it's a little P. It's very recognizable. So I can stop that. Let's see, what do we got here? That one would be Sony. This website, in order to make a favicon for yourself, there are lots of ways of doing it. All you really need to do is make a little tiny GIF image that is 16 pixels by 16 pixels. In order to make this easy, I found this website, favicon.cc, that sets it up for you, and it makes it super easy, it simplifies the process, and this is a free online tool. I'm going to make a really simple one, kind of like my Casey Makerspace Z, but you can spend as much time as you want making it really funky, and I will show you a little bit about how to use this animation setting, where you can make one little image and then skip to the next frame and change the image a little bit so that you can animate your favicon. Now, a lot of websites or browsers don't support animated favicons anymore, but they're fun to make, and you can always try it and see what happens. If I don't use animation, I'm going to just make a still frame. This is a simplified photo editing software that you can use, choosing pictures or colors along the spectrum and varying degrees of how much black you have in your color. So I'm going to make a Z. One thing to keep in mind is this is 8 by and then 8, so 16 across. There isn't a center square because the very center is sort of this intersection right here. So if you want to have a very center of your picture, it needs to be that big, if that makes sense. If you want to erase anything, you just use this little eraser tool. And if you want to change your colors, you can change to that. Oh, I messed up again. You can use this to erase. And what if you want to go back to that same color? You just use the computer saves that for you. So I want to make a Z that kind of is a little smaller than the other one. I'm going to try to be symmetrical with this thing, and you can see how, long you might want to take on something like this. How long or how short you would like to take. I don't know how much I love that. I want to add another layer like this. That looks a little better. If I wanted to use a background color, like in this favicon I've got a white background, I can just paint with white, or I could use a transparent background. So if you made a little picture like this and you'd like to use that one, you can click here and download favicon. And in the next video I'll post how to make an animated favicon. I think we'll leave this one right here for now. You can spend a lot of time getting really creative with this. Remember, it's going to be tiny like these though. So you know, you get to think about what is it that you would like your little tiny icon to represent. It can be similar to your logo design that you've been working on, or it can be something completely different. I used a Z just because, you know, I'm Miss Z. So that, I guess, is that.